what's good everybody? This is the boy JC from the Balance Wings. In this video, I'll be doing some gameplays with this amazing budget TV right here, the Hisense A6G. Now this one is a 65-inch TV. It comes with 3 HDMI ports and it also comes with a composite port. And this television set also supports Dolby Vision. So if you got your devices that Dolby Vision, this TV supports it as well. And it's a fantastic budget TV for the price. It handles PlayStation 5, it handles Xbox Series X pretty well, and you can even slap your gaming laptop on it, your PC, and it does it very well. This television set is a 4K at 60 FPS. So 60 FPS might not be much or exciting for a lot of people, but for the average user, it's just as good. It's just as good, trust me on that. But without further ado, I just want to go into some settings real quick to show you guys. You got the backlight, and backlight is pretty cool. I usually crank it up to 100%, or you could turn it off if you want to. It's up to you, but the backlight is not that bad. It's not distracting, it's just decent enough. So going to the picture modes, see you got several right here. You got vivid, standard, energy, game. The reason why the game picture mode is highlighted right now because my Xbox Series X is on. Got sports, got theater day and theater night. I personally, if you just want something to just go right off the jump without anything, without any major settings, you can go with standard. Standard is just right. Everything's right on the middle and it looks fantastic as well. So I'm just going to leave it at standard for right now. Let's get into the Xbox. So I got my Xbox Series X at HDMI 3, and this is where we get into. See right here, you got 4K at 60, and I just want to go into some picture settings right here in the Xbox Series X to show you. You got some nice settings, and this I'm going to show you some things that the Xbox Series X, or better, this television supports for the Xbox Series X. So in the display options, you can see right there it says 4K, it supports 1080p or 720p. And just a disclaimer, what you're seeing right here from the camera, it pales in comparison to what I'm looking at the TV directly. You would have to be directly in front of the TV to see how amazing the picture and the color on this television set. The cameras, I'm using my iPhone, the camera does not do this TV justice to show you how beautiful it looks right now. So anyway, that's a 4K. You got setup details right here, and these are some of the things that this television supports. It, as you show right here, it does not support 4K at 120 Hertz because the HDMI port is 2.0, not 2.1. So just bear that in mind. It supports 2.0. It's 2.0, not 2.1. So playing games, as you can show right there, it doesn't support 120 FPS. It does not support HDR10 for games. Games won't be shown in HDR, but some games will, some games won't. And show right, Dolby Vision is turned off, so I'm going to turn it on in the duration of the video. And this is what it supports when watching. This is what it supports when watching movies and TVs. It supports 4K 10-bit at 24 FPS, and these are all the settings right here. I'm going to show you. Also, capturing games. You capture 4K game clips and screenshots. It does not support HDR10 for gaming, so bear that in mind. So what I'm going to do, go to some video modes to show you. As you can see right here in the video modes, allow 50 FPS. You can allow 24 if you want to. So that's what I do. I just keep all of those on. And it also, you can turn this on, allow HDR10 if the TV supports it, which I'm not sure, but I'll just leave it on. Got all the HDR, and like I said earlier, I'm gonna turn on Dolby Vision because I never used it before, and also I'm gonna turn it on Dolby Vision for gaming. Yep, I'm gonna keep this setting. Everything's right there. So these are some of the settings right here. You can calibrate the HDR for games, which I'm not going to get into. Device control, got the HDMI CEC You could do all of that stuff with it. And I tell you the truth, this is a great set. This is a great set. You could control the video fidelity. You can go do up to 36 bits per pixel, 12 bits. And yeah, it's great. So let's get into some gameplays real quick. Not much. Let me get out of here. Let's start with the first game, Turtles. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put Turtles in the picture mode. I'm going to put the TV set in some various modes. I'm not going to put it in a lot of modes. I'm going to put it in game mode. No, actually, let's start it off in standard mode first. Let's start off in standard mode so you see the picture and the gameplay is first in standard. Then you're going to go into game mode. And they say it's very fluid for 60 FPS set. There's no lag or anything. Everything is just right off the jump, smooth and fast. There's no lag, there's no delay. This thing is buttery smooth. You can see how amazing the graphics looks. Just for a budget 4K TV, with especially with Dolby Vision turned on, can't beat that. Now let's do this. Let's put this into game mode, because that was just in standard mode. Game mode, or let's just make it interesting first thing first. Before going back in the game mode, let's put it in sports for the picture mode. Back to the Xbox. All right. Now we're gonna get it on, and this thing is bright. I don't know the exact nits the exact nits, but this thing is bright, and this thing is very, like I said, this thing is very colorful and beautiful. You don't have to break your pocket to buy no expensive TV. For budget TV, this does the job just right. All right, we see that in sport mode. It was very fluid, no delay, no lag, no stuttering, no nothing, as you can see for yourself. Let's just go ahead and just put it in gaming mode for the duration of this video. And leave it at that. Everything's right down the middle. And the picture size, you can select picture size however you want. You can select it for wide. You could do auto, normal, zoom, whatever fits you. Me, I like it in wide. You can put it also in cinema, but like I said, I like it in wide. Show you right there. As I said earlier, it's HDMI 2.0 format. Let's take a quick look in the advanced settings. You could select the color temperature in medium, color medium. I like it right down the middle. It's just perfectly fine. You can fool around if you want, but I like it right down the middle. Noise reduction is off. Got high dynamic range auto, active contrast, all of those things you can fool around. But like I said, I'm not going through a lot of detail stuff. It's just to show you how this set handles Xbox Series X. But before I get into the gameplay, since I put it in game mode, let's see if there's any difference. Let's see if there's any difference with the picture settings. Go back into settings. Let's go back here to display. And 4K details. I believe it was video mode. Yeah, this TV does not support VRR, just for the simple fact that it's not HDMI 2.1, but this is cool anyhow. So if, like I said earlier, if you want to take off all these things right here, that's fine, but I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it as it is. Okay, let's just see what it looks like in game mode. And game mode, I can tell you right now, the letters around the edges of the letters is so smooth. It's nice. You can see for yourself right here. Right, so far so good. It's a great set on the budget. All right, let's just go to another game real quick. Go to Far Cry. Let us see some cinema mode on for Far Cry, and look at the red. Look at that cinema. That is spectacular.
No.
Playing this game, playing Far Cry 6 on this television set is not but spectacular, not but fun. Great details. You can see the sweat, the wrinkles, everything is just a fantastic on this set. So I'm just going to wrap it up with a quick Forza, drive around a little bit, because this game is graphically demanding, and trust me, this set hangs it great. But let's just, before we do that, let's go to some options into Forza. Let's see if there's anything we need to adjust real quick. What we're going to go into the video, and the best setting is performance. If you're playing Forza, do not play Forza in quality, because it's going to bring it up to 30 FPS and it's going to look horrendous. So for the best quality or best picture performance ever, leave it on performance, because we leave it on performance, it's going to play at the highest FPS. So if this TV supports even 120, it's going to give you 4K at 120 and it's going to look great. So anyway, let's just do a little bit driving in Forza real quick. Oops. Let's get into it. Oh, this car has too much power. I'll leave it at that. But anyhow, this TV right here, the amazing Hisense A6G, it can't go wrong. As I showed you earlier, it comes with great picture quality, it does everything right. For a budget TV, it does everything right. But anyhow, this is JC. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And I'll catch you back in the next video. Thanks for tuning in.